Chapter 3, Fashioning a New Society in the Wilderness, focused on explaining social welfare in medieval times and also explaining oppression when European settlers first came into the United States, and also oppression to African Americans during slavery. Medieval society was not capitalistic, it was localistic and was subsistence-oriented. The Catholic Church was the only recognized church and was very powerful, and also some sorts of government. Social problems in medieval society were addressed through family and mutual obligation. The church provided food and lodging for the hungry, sick, and poor, and were the one organization that acted as a social welfare group. An example of social policy in medieval society was the great difference between noblemen and serfs. Noblemen provided food and lodging to the serfs in return for labor. While noblemen owned land, serfs were bound to the land, could not own land, could not migrate, and could be drafted into the army. Feudalism ended with the emergence of capitalism, and serfs were displaced. This led to economic uncertainty, unemployment, and hunger. Because of the ending of feudalism, new religions and theories emerged. More people advocated assistance to the poor due to the rising rate of unemployment and hunger. Settlers first arrived in America. They tried to take the land from the Native Americans in a manner that would appear to be compatible with moral codes. Once that was not able to be done, first Americans were made to sign under threat of coercion while intoxicated or in exchange for money or gifts. Native Americans were also subject to violence and slaughtering from the European settlers. They were taken from their tribal lands and forced to converge to Christianity. While this was happening, the Native Americans were exposed to epidemics like smallpox and cholera, killing most of the population. African slaves were a self-replenishing source of labor. Slaves could brutally be disciplined without surveillance of local courts. Many slaveholders believed that the harsh treatment of slaves helped teach them good work and discipline. Women in colonial America lived within relatively restrictive boundaries with few exceptions. It was widely assumed that women were weaker vessels. The economic roles of women were circumscribed, and much of the work that women undertook were servants, small retailers, spinsters, and midwives.